Thanks, Ron. I'm so happy to welcome Dr. Jonathan Carroll back to the studio. We've been Zooming for a while, so thanks for making a hole in your schedule for us to be here. And come all over. At least the roads were clear for you, I'm assuming.
Perfect.
Good. Well, you know, we've had many far-ranging conversations over the years, and this morning I wanted to talk to you about just that. The power, really, of a pause for a breath, especially this level of stress that I think society experiences. What's the value of that, and how do you teach people that self-saving skill?
Well, here we are having just come out of the holidays, which I think are designed to be a time for people to take a break from regular life, but the way we do holidays, it's kind of ramped up and makes it even more stressful. So the beginning of the year is really, while arbitrary, it's a great opportunity to sit back and reflect on our habits and practices. And I can't think of anything more important than for people to give themselves the gift of reflection before responding, as opposed to reacting and then regretting. I think a lot of times there's so much going on around us, the chaos of life, that we tend to live in a relatively reactive mindset. And we are, of course, our brains are hijacked by adrenaline and cortisol, so we're in fight or flight mode constantly. And the gift of pause is that we allow that to kind of drain off, much like the old lawnmower. When you flood it, doesn't start, let the gas drain off, it starts right up. The brain is much more like that as well. So I think giving us the gift of pause lets us sit back and relax, reflect before choosing how we want to respond to any given situation.
And, you know, my question is, can we learn it? Especially if we are in this driven, chaotic mode where everything is so intense. Every opinion, you know, lands on you and you absorb it. It's just this meteor shower of emotion. Can we learn it and then apply it in those triggering situations for us?
That's one of the most beautiful things about being a human being, is that we have the ability to learn no matter how old, no matter our education, our background, our socioeconomic status, we all can learn. And this is one of those things that I think is a little bit easier to learn. It just means we have to let go of that white-knuckled grip that we have on some maybe preconceptions or some previously held beliefs. Like, for instance, this idea that we have to have an opinion about something. No one's obligating us to have an opinion about anything at all. And that doesn't mean we don't believe anything. It doesn't mean our minds are so open that everything falls out, as my childhood pastor used to say. But it means that we have the ability to decide what matters to us and form the opinion that most means something to us and gives value to us and is attached to the virtues that are our core principles, so that we are most ourselves, given whatever opinion that we decide to have. But if I'm offended, that's on me. You know, that's my opinion and I'm not obligated to have it. So I'm welcome to let that go. And I cannot tell you how liberating that is, or at least so I've heard, because I am no master at that.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you're probably not going to do it perfectly every time, but when you begin to do it a little and catch yourself, letting things go or holding space for an opposite opinion.
Just once a day. One time a day, recognize I'm not going to react to that the way I normally would. Write 2 seconds about that. Do it again tomorrow and the day after that. You'll be amazed at the growth that your mind has. It's almost like our brains are begging for that.
And our bodies feel it too, don't
Absolutely.
you think?
The physiological reaction, we carry so much stress in our bodies. It's designed to get out. This is why walking and exercising and hitting a heavy bag if you have one, or just clapping, you know, if you're in your home and you're homebound, just do something physically to get the energy out, because it's going to come out one way or the other. And our relationships are going to suffer if we don't do it in a more productive way.
So true. Thank you, Jonathan. So good to see you.
Thank you. Always good to see you.